so dead that it's not allowing my charger to start the charge. But we're gonna like force it, or try to force it at least. Not happy. We're gonna stick it on 2 for now and just let this thing sit for a little bit with that thing on there, and just give it enough juice to try to bust it off so we can do a tune on it.
That's right.
The thing's been sitting here forever and been on the back burner. It's my brother's car, and I've neglected it. I've neglected the RX-7. So I'm gonna try to get some of these other cars fixed up. We gotta finish tuning Logan's car. It's tuned for the most part. It had an issue with the throttle body. It's completely closed, and the idle control valve was at 100% duty cycle all the time just to try to get it maintain idle. So we backed that, or not backed it down, we opened the throttle up a little bit. Idle control valve came down to 5 to 6%. Now it runs and drives beautifully, but I can't get it to increase any boost. I think you might have some boost leaks, but it's using an old True Boost, and that's like an antiquated boost controller. It's on Holly, so Holly would control the Mac valve, but he's got the True Boost gauge that does it. So we're gonna mess with that today, see if we can get like 15 pounds out of it. Might make like 550, 600 horsepower. Yeah, so I think this thing has a leaky injector because, you know, the fuel looks decent whenever we're driving it, but when we first start it, when it's cold, it just smokes its ass off, and it's almost like one injector's just leaking out, like it's leaking overnight, and it's just filling one cylinder up with like a bunch of fuel, so it just smokes and smokes and smokes. So I don't know, but I don't want to start it up yet. I just want to get the battery charged up to where I can do some consistent cranks on it. It's starting to sprinkle a little bit, so I don't know how much time we're going to get today doing all this, but we'll knock the diesel out first, and then probably hop on that, and then hop on Logan's car if we got some decent weather.
Yep.
All right, I gotta go put a tune on this diesel real quick. It came back because we had some. Yeah, it's our first diesel tune actually.
Gotcha.
And when we
DynoMAD diesels.
Yeah, when we did the tune the first time, the customer had failing alternators, or failing alternator. So it would come in on reduced power mode because he deleted it and never did anything with the tune. So we fixed all that, but then it started getting into reduced power mode for other reasons that weren't related to the delete. He fixed all that, and now he's saying that he's got some codes that are popping up that probably are related to the delete, but we just couldn't get that far because he had other underlying issues. So I'm about to go out there and flash that thing.
What was it doing?
Going into limp mode.
Oh, okay, okay. All right, first start.
Yeah, let's see. All right, let's go for a quick drop. Let's just see if those lights come back on, if it goes into reduced power mode. Before it had a dead alternator and the battery light was on. Well, the battery light is still on. Oh my God. I couldn't even hardly drive this thing down the road because the alternator was so bad that it just barely would run. But this is like the furthest I've gotten to drive it. Oh my God, it drives awful. The front tires are just holy shit.
I didn't want to say anything.
Oh my God. He's got way worse problems than the tune. Reduced engine power already. Alright. Well, it did exactly what I needed it to do. I needed it to mess up.
Other underlying problems.
Yeah. We're done with that one for now. I'll mess with that later. See if it's got a generator code again. Last time I had a generator code, which is alternator. and that puts it immediately into reduced power mode. But it's also got a fuel rail pressure low. Well, that's not delete related, that's fuel pump related. So I'll look into that and see if I can make some adjustments, but I doubt it. It's more than likely going to be hard parts that are bad. Sounds like we got a customer outside though.
Sounds like it. Looks like a Camaro. Let's find out.
Might be. Not today. I smell some coolant. Notice any leaks? Notice any coolant leaks?
No.
Let me get my flashlight. I smell it. Yeah, I have a heavy hint of
Yeah, it does have an aftermarket radiator.
of coolant. A good bit of coolant smell. Like that's my first.
I have no idea.
Nice and strong, doesn't pick up any knock. So whoever's tuned it, go inside and I'll look at the log.
Okay.
All right. I'll be right back. Okay.
I just did it again today. That's why that leakage is right there. That's from mine. That's the crank sensor. And I blew it again. That's the second time.
You blew the seal?
Yeah, what happens is that the O-ring around it, the guy, I took it to the transmission place, the guy that I know, and he did it the first time for me. And it's only when I run it hard, like say I run it to like 5 RPM mark or something, it's doing it to me.
Is it spewing everywhere?
No,
or
no.
You just come home and it's got a leak?
It's gonna start leaking like that.
Woo! I think you got brain problems, bro.
It's not in here. It's
Yeah,
like
here's the problem. Boom. That's the issue. That's crazy. That's exactly what I was thinking. They had the PCV breather plugged.
Oh, well, it's not going to go anywhere. Yeah.
Well, what's going to happen now?
Now it's going to piss out.
What's going to happen now is it's just going to it's going to smoke through that because it probably has ring issues. So they plugged that up so they can sell the car. So nobody's gonna buy this car if they see that, right?
Right.
So they plugged it. That's not a good sign. You got ring problems. There's no quick fix for that. Everything's been rebuilt. I can't fix that with tuning. We finished this Ford. I say we finished it, but basically we ended up finding out that he's got some fuel delivery problems. It is going into like negative injection. So it's apparently got some kind of fuel delivery problem, either with the fuel pump, fuel filter, I don't know. There's a bunch of different things it could be. But essentially, it can't get finished being tuned because he's got those problems. So we're gonna get that back to him and let him fix those issues. And more than likely, it's going to just fix it and it's gonna run and drive fine because we've got everything else done. We just need to have him fix that and then report back to us.
Dialing in Logan's tune?
Trying to. It's almost done. Curtis is helping me with Denton's car, our local AEM god here. I am not the AEM tuner by any means, but he's gonna help me get it dialed in, try to get back to Denton. Meanwhile, I'm just updating a tune on Logan's car, and just gonna see how it does now. So.
Thank you.
How? Why? Turn fuel what on?
This whole area right here should be like 0. That's why it's popping.
Oh, you're talking about D-cell fuel cut.
Yeah.
Well, that's just the values of the map.
Yeah.
You should be able to turn D-cell fuel cut on, and it just, after TPS goes to
well,
0.
it doesn't do that on this one. It will still.
Really?
Yeah.
It might hit that
That's
area
why I
of
was
the
saying
map,
that
though.
pop. Yeah.
Yeah. There's no D-cell fuel cut. You can set it to absolute just atmosphere,
Yeah.
and then just run that table up.
Technically, yes, but you're still gonna have to find it.
Yeah. That sounds harder to do, honestly.
Yeah.
Curtis came by, helped us with the GS. Unfortunately, we were not able to solve its problems. It's got some fuel delivery issues. It just wants to go lean every time it gets into boost, no matter what. So we're thinking bad fuel pump again. It'll be like the 3rd or 4th fuel pump in this thing. Injectors, I don't know. We redid the entire fuel system in this car, but yet here we are dealing with the same exact problem. So anyways, that's about it for this weekend. Logan's in Japan right now, so when he gets back, he'll be happy to pick this up and drive it, get that back to him. Next weekend, we're gonna work on the E30 to just basically do a nut and bolt check before we go to Streetcar Takeover. Anyways, that's it. That's the update. We'll see you guys next time.